I was just watching a video. Well, I came across the video and it played a little bit of the video, and it was like buzz balls are like from my Fort Local area. I was like, I was like, damn, it took me back. Fort Loco? Shit, I remember them days. Mad Dog was more my thing. Fort Local was fucking, ugh. It just reminded me like of a headache. Like you want a headache, that's cheap liquor. They are tripling their income. Oh my god. The things I used to drink. I used to drink Glenlivet, shots of Glenlivet. The shots? Yeah, shots of Glenlivet. That's a lot. That shit tastes like straight gasoline. Gasolina, Bimbaca. For real. Jeez. By far, a lot of it, most of it was fun as fuck. Today is my self care day. I got took me a nice shower, rewashed my hair, did my mask for my hands, mask for my face, mask for my nose, twice over. I was supposed to do it again. I got my feet patches on right now. Just gotta get in the habit of doing it, putting the feet patches on at night before you go to sleep. Because by the time I'm ready to go to bed, I'm just eating my leftover rice and gravy with my carrots and peas. Mm. This side is hot. Speaking of, I definitely feel better today, but making life decisions, you know what I mean? It just gets easier, but when people play with your feelings, like you know what you want for yourself if that was you for as a child, but if that person doesn't have the same intentions of what your perspective of a father being there in a child's life is, makes it either complicated or dangerous, if not both. And like I said before, not ignoring the red flags makes all the difference. If somebody's to be about the children in safety, mind you, they were a part of this whole situation. And you get to remembering them safe as well. Hello, Great Bear. How are you? Good to see you guys. Just peas and carrots and gravy. Hello, your favorite YouTuber. Thank you. How y'all doing today? Thank you guys for tapping in. Thank you for like, sharing, subscribing. What's up, Duck 3? Oh, really? Thank you. I appreciate that. It's so awesome. Great to know you're doing good, Duck 3. It's like, damn, I can't be the only stable parent, bro. But then sometimes that's the way God makes it to be. When they try to make you look crazy, but you're the only stable one. They don't understand the gifts. But you know what? On another perspective, like when they're I understood it like as a responsibility, right? But when you understand the purpose of it on a soul level than you did before, like I'm young. I'm young as hell. I'm the baby of all my families. I was adopted into this family and tribal wars. You feel me? So this is the basic way of explaining it. When you're the one to keep the peace, the peacemaker, but then you also have to be the one to make it through that transition of life change and lifestyle from all 3 to 4 families plus your friends and people you don't even know. When you have to be that one, where is my eyes? Damn it. Oh, it's right here. When you have to be that one, it's like this, few that were chosen. Nobody can do, and they understand your purpose. Mind you, there was a person in life, and I still respect this woman to today. I'm not in communication with her. Um, it was one of my brothers, my adopted brother's girlfriends, and she's gifted, and she knew I was gifted, and I didn't know how manipulative my brother was, and she was in love with my brother. She wanted to be with him, right? Um, but apparently, he didn't want her. Of course not, right? The narcissist empath dynamic. So she knew I was gifted, and I'm pretty sure she knew more. But there are people in your lives that come in your life for a reason. Sometimes y'all won't know until later on. Like a Marsha thing between me and my adopted sister. Hello. And I never understood why. I never understood why. Um, Besides insecurities and her literally wanted to be the only child. Um, that was something that was not in her control, but she was determined to make it her control. Um, you end up being everybody's lesson and there being your lessons, but it depends upon how you take those lessons and what you do with those lessons that will make your world and make who you are. You can either let it make you or break you. And I'm to the understanding now, like, better place, but at the same time, that they can do it, right? It's possible to do it without violence. It's possible. And needless to say, mm, that rice in itself has its own flavor. I really do cook. I love cooking at home. I really do. I enjoy it. I just want all the spices, the herbs, and seasonings in the world, and I'll be okay. For you to be the example, while I'm trying not to choke. Hello, how are you doing? Trying not to choke and chew and not smack at the same damn time. Plus more, I'm pretty sure, and not by my tongue or my cheek, whatever. So it's your intentions, is your way of being and who you choose to be. And when I took child psychology, that's one thing that I learned. It is ultimately not only being a product of the society that you are in, you could choose to opt out of that. You could choose a different path. You can choose a different way. That's definitely possible and a given, right? In these societal norms, which we've been talking about, these societal norms, everything that has to do with the industry, everything that has to do with living everyday life, and with fitting in and different stuff like that. The religious values of what we want in our life and how we use these religious values to sustain us, and how we use it for ourselves and how we use it against each other or for each other. Your intentions are very much so purposeful. Now, with these religious values, how they took spirituality and the spirituality rules and made, physical rules here, they don't particularly match up, right? They don't have a balance, to keep it short. So, because of this, the feminine energy is massively abused, deprived, neglected, left feeling unsafe in so many ways. I I would say insecurity into this hill, right? But we have to defend ourselves before we can just let anybody in. And it's the opposite of what we've been taught to do. For the betterment of loving ourselves and knowing who we are, as to just learning and people pleasing everyone else that we come in around and encounter. Religious teaches that. And it also teaches and has laws to where women cannot protect their children unless they have a fucking piece of paper. Now, if y'all been watching my channel for quite some time now, y'all will know how a piece of paper can fucking literally destroy your life. Excuse me. It goes back to that nature versus nurture. And in the facts of that, but it's really not. It makes the vast difference of saving a life or not saving a life. And ultimately, to be able to save your own life or the life of your children is very drastic. And as y'all know, I understand utterly and completely that I literally have to defend me and my children by any means necessary. And unfortunately, it is because of choices that I made and choices that other people made in my life, for my life, that are still concurrently doing so. And thinking I don't know what's going on. I get tired of the repetitiveness of this because it hasn't prevailed. But it is sharpening me and making me a fine tool with gifts. For me to be able to share and to use. This is why I say there are some fine information on how to go up against principalities and entities. The most vile of them all. And let's be real, they're all vile. That's why they were created. But for them still to exist in every spectrum of your life or existence in any way is a offense to you, knowingly or unknowingly. And as soon as you can find out these offenses and heal them and make the practice of not normalizing them, is going to make a difference between life and death. The channeled energy that I've been getting is the music industry, and I'm learning to understand even more how it was and how it is, and how I'm being affected, and my children are being affected. Forgiveness, but you don't forget. Forgetting can get you hurt. Mind you, you know, I I only talked to my child's father for, not my ex-husband, my child's father for what, this whole conversation happened between texts. I think within like 3 hours. And then I text him, saying that never mind, you don't have to do anything. Because I had to think about it. If somebody has cursed themselves from trying to unalive you and they haven't healed and they're trying to gift you something, that means that they're trying to get in your energetic field in order for karma not to tax that ass. I'm like, look at my nose itching. I'm like, what's going on? Because y'all know Mercury retrograde just happened. And I was just talking about this. Like, no, 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 no. I know when to wait. I know when to hold them. I know when to fucking fold them. Keep that in mind. And so, the part of not being able to gaslight me for shit and faking defenses and faking unoffensives, like, covert narcissists trying to convince you that of they've changed when they have not done the work, and you know for sure they haven't done the work. And then it shows that they haven't done the work. Pay attention to that. Don't let them rock you to sleep. The spiritual war that's going on is real and it's very fucking tribal. And, fuck. When I say nobody's fucking exempt, not even me. I don't think I'm better than nobody. I just strive to be better every day in which I can. Because when I tell you, after I get done fighting these spiritual wars that a lot of y'all don't know that I'm doing behind closed doors, and like I said, when I do that move that, like, what the hell's going on? Let me see, what the fuck is this? Let me get about this. Let me move. We're at the pull of one of them. It's important. Very much so important. I'm looking for something. Where did I put this? Hold on, y'all. I'm coming back. Give me a second. How are you? Thank you for tapping in. Oh, I need a bad girl. Get on me, bad girl. Oh, sexy baby. Motherfuckers went far on this one. On every single one at that. They really went far. They do not want the vibration of Earth to rise. And they really have created these systems to do everything they possibly can to lower the vibration and for people not to heal. And this is the purpose and this is the point. So, for the healthy examples of people that can be together in a coexisting relationship, uh, they don't want us to be together. And, their goal is to traumatize the shit out of us so that we don't connect with a higher vibrational mate is the purpose. So we got to keep that in mind. We got to keep healing and all the things in mind. But for someone that is, and I was going to say that too. I don't know if I said that last night or what, but I was going to say, man, just stay away from the music industry. Like, if you should be able to use YouTube to blow up, to be seen, heard, you know what I'm saying? For you to be able to blow up, to become popular. If you should be able to just use that. And you know what I'm saying? For those who will support you, hello. For those who will support you, then you'll be able to fund your own shit. Like you'll be able to throw concerts and have security and do all the things that these people do under certain contracts and try to have your head taken off for a piece of insurance or for a sacrifice. And we were talking about sacrifices last night. So these hood, what do they call them? I almost said YNs. They ain't no damn YNs. Some of these people is not YNs. They is old as fuck. Should not be doing no YN shit. But for these people fucking around with these producers, was that what that was? God, please. I don't have time. You gonna have time today, cuz. Oh God, it's funny. It was just 33 on the clock. And these music industries and all this, this toxicity of how people want to become famous and what they actually end up sacrificing whole families and shit like that. You know, there's a reason why I stayed away from my family, honestly. And I knew I just I don't give the benefit of doubt to your own detriment, because more than likely 9 times out of 10, if you feel something's off, it's off. And for this one person to keep popping in and out like I'm slow or something and changing the profile or whatever the hell they think they doing, like, I don't know, it's the same person. Like I said, my intuitive gifts are enhancing. They're not fucking decreasing. They're enhancing for a reason, because people are trying to tap into my energy, find out where I'm at, and do all kind of fucking weird shit. And because God has cut them off. And when God severs that tie, that's like your last warning as to before something detrimental happens. Because trust and believe, like I said, my true divine masculine is watching and aware of what the fuck is going on. This is annoying. And I'm just remembering, tarot readings that I was watching years ago that helped save my life, that are concurrent to today. That this motherfucker was gonna try some last minute shit, and I was gonna have to be the one to be like, no, not a, and I will every fucking time, just simply because, like, bro, you still holding on to demons that I don't want. You don't control. You don't heal. You don't. You know what I mean? You have to. If somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Honestly, that's how a lot of other girls, they end up unalived and their whole family's just gone. Like, this shit is really, really sad. And it's ridiculous for the shit that goes on. Um, but it's the entrapment for, like I said, for these soul cycles. They want to keep this shit going because they've lost. They have ultimately lost. They've ultimately lost already. But, shit, that don't mean they're not gonna stop trying. That does not mean they're gonna stop doing what they do. They're just really getting caught slowly but surely. And it just really bothers me for this person to be around when I was down there pretty much unalived at a hotel with my children. And then for them just to nonchalantly, like, just like you having a normal conversation and not worry, not concerned, don't offer shit. And how am I supposed to take that? Like I said, we cannot understand the mindset of somebody that will unalive you. So don't try. For this person to be on the phone with me as I'm in jail, and for a rumor to get back to one of my family members that never happened, as I was supposedly supposed to be in a mental facility in LA, that never happened. Let's be truthful about that. Why was I trying to get in a mental facility? Because I was wanting my body to rest, because I was so stressed and pregnant at the time, so I wouldn't lose the child I thought I was pregnant with. Why do I say the child I thought I was pregnant with? Because reptilians tried to unalive my babies. I end up being pregnant with two. And they performed a procedure that was supposed to take the baby out, and they missed. And when I say God, nobody but God kept me through this whole thing. And who God sent to keep me, I understand it all too well. But for us to try to get these people that have not had these experiences and are blissfully unaware and denial that these things are happening, even though they're talking about on the news there's spacecrafts and there's this, and now they're having the acknowledgement of, they still want to try to call you crazy. Well, I mean, I was in a hospital and I asked them to keep me there on a psych whatever, right? And I said this before, I was laughing because the lady was like, "You are okay." She was like, "You have to leave now. It's time for you to go." When you can't even like play crazy, like I can't fucking play crazy, bro. I wouldn't know how to. And I got released. I was so hurt and so distraught. They ate on their energy. But guess what? They ass gotta pay for it. They gotta pay for that shit. Trust and believe. I'm already knowing. I was released and I was fucking broken. I was broken. I never wanted to feel anything like that, knowingly that I was given an STD that I had to get rid of and also lose a child. When you're going through that and you don't have a place to stay at that time, but your car, after having a car taken from you because your sister decided that she wanted to just have the car impounded and not let me pay up on the car, which I had obviously had to go. I got another car right after that. You know what I'm saying? When you're going through that, it can break you. I made it through a lot of shit, and seeing spacecrafts and becoming aware of all that shit that was going on, it was fucking insane for me. On an emotional level, all I could listen to was Jamaican music and think of a better way that Earth could fucking heal. That's all I could do. And that's what I focused on. I focused on healing in the middle of turmoil. My children um, and break me as a being, free to roam this earth and to exist. And because, that was pretty much the straw that broke the camel back. That they, when I say I'm not scared of them motherfuckers, I'm not scared of them. They had broke everything that they could possibly break. They can't break me no more. I refuse to go back. But contractual spiritual agreement that this motherfucker has with them, don't give a fuck. But when I say I focused my energy and my life lessons on help other people heal, to guide them, to be the example of healing and evolution, and everything that was ours and is ours was my fucking goal. It's like, bitch, okay, it's go time. Y'all want to sit here, y'all want to keep playing games, y'all want to do, okay. But this is what these people try to do. These beings that want to rule over us and pretty much have us hate each other and tear down each other in this social, what do they call it? This social norm, this social acceptance of limitations. I respect the bum as well, or so-called bum, as well as a person that looks like me or anybody else in a suit and tie. And that's how life is supposed to be. Everybody's supposed to have neutral understanding and basic amenities in order to live, not just be in basic survival. I can speak on both ends. I can speak on a CEO's perspective to a homeless person's perspective. Only somebody that's been through it can help anybody get through it. Can come up with revelations and revolutions of resolve of different barriers that these people have put up and can see through the veil. The veil is so fucking thin right now. It's just at this point, people that want to hold on to an old system and function in that way are the only ones. And the only ones I can really think of right now are the ones that just want to be blissfully ignorant and the motherfuckers that are actually running the shit to be as that. Now, if that motherfucker is one of them, which I would doubt it, because at this point, I'm looking at him as a white man. Like, you're a white man, which he is. He's mixed. Um, he's part of one of the tribes that were raped, you know, from the indigenous people. But at the same time, he hates himself. Like, that shit is like crazy. Um, I don't understand, but it's not for me to understand. It's just for me to be a warrior. I have no choice but to keep and continue to be a fucking warrior. We cannot submit to these lower level entities, no matter who they may be, no matter what they might look like, no matter what they challenge us on a mental and emotional level. They do it to siphon our energy to feed off of us. That's their thrill, that's their adrenaline rush, that is their food. And unfortunately, they don't care about feeding off of women, men, children, or whatever. They don't care. So we have to be the ones to fucking care, to fucking make a change, to fight them. And honestly, that stability, that stability is one main important, and it's just, you know, anybody could fake to be who they want to be for however long. Actually, in psychology, you learn that people can pretend to be okay. They just arrested a white guy for what? For a murder he just got caught up for years later, and he had a wife. He was like 70 something years old. Anybody anybody can pretend to be anything. Like these beings hide in these bodies, and then the melanated the indigenous now have picked up the ways of the true aliens that have built the system. And it's sad because they can heal. They have just as much opportunity to heal and choose differently. Like I said, psychology is by choice. A person can be raised by a regular human being and come out to be totally different. And the person that had a very good home and had all the things that they ever fucking needed or wanted, and totally and completely come out to be a fucking psychopath by choice. Just so happened, it's so funny, yo. When I say my ex husband and my twin's dad, Jesus, thank God I'm alive. That's all I can really say. And I had to talk with my counselor. She was like, "Oh well, I was better than you." I said, "Bitch, did you have somebody actively trying to unalive you? Did you have somebody actively trying to unalive you? Did you?" She's like, "Oh, well, yeah. Let me check your ass at the door too. Checking the motherfuckers at the door. You can't even come in. The vampires are not allowed. Check your motherfucking self before you speak up on me and my situation. Don't compare me to you. Peons, the ones that are still susceptible to this system. The motherfuckers that still smile in your face and act like you ain't shit when you forewarn them about the different shit that's going on." So the arrogance of some people, and I'm like, damn, like I really feel like intelligently, common sense is so not common. Okay, I see you. Thank you. Common sense is so fucking not common no more. And they treat me as if I don't have no child psychology. Like I haven't put myself through counseling before. They treat me as if I don't have fucking experience, like as if I don't know what I'm talking about. And this is the dangerous thing about what Dump Truck is doing, right? And Musket. The dangerous thing about them talking about we're going after the woke folks. They been coming after us. They been going after us. Been. They just now acknowledging to the public about it. So if they're just now acknowledging to the public about it, who are in these crafts that got blue and red lights? Y'all need to think about that. I wish I had a picture to fucking show y'all what the hell I seen. I wish. But I can only tell you from the experience of what I seen with my own eyes that yeah, these motherfuckers are acting as if they're not the species that are abducting and unaliving and building up these systems. Yeah, you seen it with your own eyes. That's what's up. And I've seen multiple crafts. Seen them at the jail in Georgia, seen them in California. Like before I went to jail, I was like, oh my God, like they was on my ass. But they understand God is not fucking playing with their ass. They will pay for everything they have done. Everything. And there's so many different species here that just want to exist peacefully that are not being able to simply because these people want to do very nasty and vile things to others. Mm-hmm. And I just, I'm over it. I'm like, people ask me, do you want to be famous? I'm like, no. I'm famous in the spiritual realm. I don't need this what they call fame here on earth. I don't need that. I want spiritual wealth more than anything. That spiritual wealth, nobody can take it. Y'all, so yeah, that's because, like I said, they put people in psych wards. Like this motherfucker don't know. I know who would even say that fucking rumor. Like I know my ex-husband, twin dad, and three, four, five people. They was all in cahoots with each other, all spreading this misinformation about me. But it's like y'all didn't think it was gonna get back to me when I already heard about it spiritually. That's why I got away from them. But unfortunately, I was not able to do it the way that I really would have liked for things to go on. But it let me know just how much people will listen for one to anything, and then for two, didn't have my back for real. Yeah, I just said that a few months ago. I was like, y'all better watch these videos. That's gonna be as close as you gonna be able to get to me. And I fucking mean that shit. I'm not going back on it. Like, that's crazy. Like, when they say this, blood don't make you family, family ain't family, and shit like that, that's real. It's a real thing. These people have disembodied spirits in them. Anything can be possessed. And that's what we're trying to get people to understand. This shit been going on. This shit been going on. They just wanted certain people. They just wanted certain people to be a power to do this. Now it's like, damn, yeah, anybody could have did it anytime though, but they made it like a corporations. They did. And that's how they stayed in power for so long. The Rockefellers, the fucking, all these goddamn president systems and government systems, child trafficking rings, the illegal child trafficking from CPS. It's fucking crazy. But they have been dismantled. When I listen to that Jamaican music, I swear for Jesus, like when it irritates somebody's demons too, like when you're in a calm state, if somebody's demons are irritated, like that's how you know the shit is real. It's like I'm not gonna question my sanity, and I know that you still don't have good intentions for me nor my children. It didn't have shit to do with me, but everything that have to do with my children. It's like, and that's another thing I wanted to say. As far as being tribal and as far as normalization, like these fucking laws, right? And this go for men and this go for women. If you do not take care of the mother, the nurturing soul, the matriarch of the family, whether it be a man or a woman, you're not taking care of the children. I I would like if my ex husband would have came to me homeless with his girlfriend and the children and whatever, I wouldn't, I would have let them stay with me till you got on your feet. No strings attached. Please keep him over there. Type energy. Same thing with my children's father. I would have, matter of fact, I did offer for his girlfriend. No, they wasn't together at the time, but his ex D at the time to come and stay because she had a baby. I wouldn't want nobody to be homeless and fucked up, in the position that they put me in, and they just let me be there. It made me stronger. It made me wiser. It made me a whole lot of things. But I wouldn't have done that to them. But for them to have the intention that they have for me, it just solidifies they not like us. And that's on the soul level and tribal. So like what if for the rumors to be spread and bullshit ass lies and to have people try to jump me because they lied, it's like y'all really think I'm gonna fuck with y'all or let y'all fuck my children up psychologically and on a soul level? Y'all think I'm gonna let them be bound and tied to demons forever? Like, no, that is not my children for my children whatsoever. Y'all need to take accountability and responsibility. I have. I took accountability for everybody's shit and I moved on. Where you moving to? On. But okay, cool. Awesome. Thanks for attending. But when I move on, I really do move on. Like, and I guess it's like you don't know what you want because that's why I stopped playing petty games. because they want to try to be petty. I can be fucking real petty, but to keep the game and the bullshit going, it's just like, come on now. Somebody gotta be responsible. Somebody gotta figure out and get down to the fucking, generational curse of the shit for it to stop. So, you know what I mean? Our children don't be beefing for what? Because they related. The fuck? But like I said, they cannot go. They cannot go. And the more they know they can't go, the more they try to go. And I know they hate Nancy on my fucking. They all on my YouTube. Cause they, I got bad one time and I was like, here, motherfucker. You gonna watch this shit. Damn. Oh well. But it's like use it for healing purposes. But do they use it for healing? No. They use it for court and for different things like that. But then it's like, damn, now what you gonna do? Because the shit actually happened, didn't it? What you gonna do with this shit now? Oh my god. Oh, she ain't crazy no more, is she? Mm. God is trying to tell you something. Until you do right by me, everything you do will fall. Per the color purple type energy. Motherfuckers is crazy. As if God was not always watching. God is always watching. God ain't never on vacation. I'll tell y'all that. Thank you and be great. Never give up. Because you know what? I done been through too much shit for anybody to give up. For anybody to give up. I've been through it. I've been through damn near all of it. Only thing I really didn't do was go to the military, go to the Navy, go to the Air Force, shit like that. Well, hell, I might as well have been. Because apparently these motherfuckers have shot me out the sky somewhere. So, to come down here and fucking live a life cycle to free other people. So, faith, no faith without good works. You feel me? Let's just keep it going. Keep it moving. We smile, it pisses them off. It really does. It pisses them off when you smile. It pisses them off when you're happy. It pisses them off when you're not giving them that, that good old low vibrational energy that they love so much. Woo, they can't stand it. Well, when a motherfucker can't stand to see you happy and you figure out who they is, Lord have mercy, stay away from their demonic ass, please. That's why I really be happy for people. Even though, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker ain't with me, I would want them to be happy in some relationship. I would. But, like I said, the same happiness and the same wholeness that you would, want somebody to thrive in, they wouldn't want it for you. So, see y'all later. Y'all be great.